Hey YouTube, what's up? Down South Reefer coming back at you. Got another video update here for you. This one's regarding my light. I just put out my unboxing video, which I've had that video on my computer for a week and a half now, 2 weeks almost. And I haven't put it out yet just because this light's been kind of I don't know what to think. I really need you guys' help on this. I need all the comments that I can possibly get regarding this issue and this decision. So this is the Zetlight ZT6500A, and hopefully y'all seen the unboxing video. If not, go ahead and check that out as well. This light is really cool. I love the light. I really do. It's just the light. It just looks, I don't know. I'm lost of words for it. It just looks really good. It just makes the tank pop. It really does. It looks modern. It looks sophisticated. It just, everything about it. Love it. It's a different style light. It gives me a bigger spread. It uses a different kind of setup to where it puts the blues out around the sides, and then it puts the white in the middle, kind of like a sun would be. There, you can see that. So the blues are scattered around. You got the violets, and I think there's violets. I'm not really sure. I don't remember the colors, but it uses the cluster in the middle as the daylight, which is a kind of a cool feature. Now, you can see these bars here have an LED on each end that's shining them. Now these bars stay on all the time. So it's like a moonlight feature. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the 5 different setups. So you have morning, or you have dawn. See if we can get it set here. This is dawn. Okay, so you can see this there. You can see what the tank looks like. Okay, and see the blue stays on all the time. Now here's sunrise. There's sunrise. You can see what the tank looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see on the phone, but. And then here's daylight. And I don't have this turned up near all the way. I think I got it on like 24, 25, 23 maybe right now, and it goes up to 35, I think. So you can see the tank there. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. The shimmer is really nice. I don't see any kind of the disco ball effect. It's all really good color. Really nice. And then there is sunset. You can see it dims down to sunset. And it's probably really hard to see in these differences. And then there is moon. I wouldn't really call it. I'd call it nighttime is what I'd call it. So there's nighttime, and you can see on the tank. And then there's off altogether, which is nighttime. Now here's what's so cool about this. The bars still stay lit. You can see one on the other side too. So it's kind of like a moon effect. It really, I mean, you can see there's no light in the tank, but it still puts a moon effect. So very cool feature. Let me go ahead and put this back to where we are. And like I said, guys, there's five settings. There's the dawn, the sunrise, the daytime, the sunset, the nighttime, and then off with the moonlights. And they're fully adjustable. You can adjust the power of, see if you can see on here. You can go in here and you can set the time, how long you want that setting to run for. You can set the differences, and that's the A stands for the daylight. That's the power of the daylight. And then you got B, I think, is the blues, and then your violets, I think it is, or your midnight, or your other blues, I forget. Sorry, I should have been more ready. But you can adjust all 3 of those. Now there's not a 4th one, which comes to one of the problems. There was supposed to have been, I thought when I was buying it, that there was the fourth lighting and setting, but there's not. And the reason why there's not is because this is a 6500A. It's the newer model of the Zetlight. The A stands for that it is Apex ready. meaning that you can hook up an apex to this. Okay, so the only way to control this light, this as it sits right now, is to use the remote control, which has got, you know, a lot of nice features on the remote. You know, I haven't messed with the lightning or the cloud coverage or anything like that yet. Not really sure how it works yet, so I haven't looked at it. And in color, I'm not sure what color does. Ooh. Okay, it's like a demo or something. I haven't gone over this light entirely, obviously. I've only had it for 2 weeks. So, but I just really like it. And the reason why I'm shooting this video, besides adding this to the review of it, is that this is, if I keep this light, this is what I'm limited to, is what I'm seeing. I can't, this remote is what I have. I bought the switch, the Wi-Fi switch for the Zetlight, which it says on their website, on Zetlight's website, that is compatible with my light, and with all the what's this name again, series, all the Maven series or whatever that word is. So, and when I get it all in, I try to hook up the Wi-Fi. 2.5 hours, couldn't get it working, was getting frustrated, gave up for the night, called BRS, told them my story. They gave me the only distributor in the United States for this light phone number. I called them up and they're like, yeah, we told BRS before that that switch doesn't work with the 6500A, you know, so I don't know why they keep selling it with it. And then I called BRS back and they're like, hey, we don't know anything about that, blah blah blah. And then I go on the website and it says it's fully compatible, so I call the distributor back and he says, well, you know, if it says on the website, so it should work, so maybe I just got a bad switch. So I call BRS back and back and forth I go, frustration level building. So I send the switch back and they send me another switch. Well, same thing, not working, can't connect it, it won't pair up with the light to the switch, so not working. So call BRS back up again, you know, hey, this switch isn't working. Maybe it's the light. Should we try switching out the light? Maybe the light's bad. Well, we just got emails back from the company, the BRS is telling me, of the actual manufacturer's Zetlight, and the 6500A is not compatible with the switch, with the Wi-Fi switch. The 6500A is only compatible with the Apex control system. So why the hell their website says it's compatible with everything on that series makes no sense to me when it's not. Now the 6500, which is the model right before this, is compatible with the switch. But BRS doesn't carry the 6500, and I haven't been able to find anywhere that anybody has the 6500, and I'm not going to get it for the price that I paid for this. So here's the problem. I either enjoy this light for what it is with the controller that I have. I plan on calling the distributor up again and seeing if the Aqua Solutions, I think it is, controller will work with this. I don't think it'll do it. Actually, that's not going to really, there's not any controls on that, I don't think. That's one. Basically what I'm losing out on is I'm losing out on the acclimation button, and I don't even know if it's even a feature on this light because it's not compatible. And just a couple little minor little things, control things, that's all they are. Back in the day, obviously people didn't have that. You plugged them up to a switch and a timer and that was it, and they were on and they were off. So am I getting overexcited over stuff that's probably not really a big deal? Probably. My other option is to return this light and to get an Aqua Illuminations. I've been debating between the Hydra 26 and the Prime HD since before I bought this light, and then when they didn't go on sale, that's what led me to this light. So after doing more research and talking to people, BRS, you know, it'd be better to actually do 2 Prime HDs individually for spread wise rather than doing one of the 26s, because you're not going to get as much spread. So I would buy one Prime HD now, since I'm not having a lot of, you know, I don't have a lot of stuff in the tank. I'd get away with it, and then down the road a little bit, I'll buy another Prime HD, and that'd give me the better spread, and it should prepare me and be ready for SBS or whatever else I might want to do. The negative is I've heard, you know, people, my local fish store tells me they've had nothing but problems with Aqua Illuminations. They won't even sell them. The other thing is that it's just a little bitty square box with a puck inside of it. As far as the LED, it's very, very basic looking, it's going to look so different over top of this tank than what this light does. This light is just, it's awesome. It looks so cool. I know everything's not about looks, but the performance, if it didn't perform, I'd be like, okay, it's going back. But it performs pretty good. It really, I've gotten used to it. There's a couple times I screwed it up by messing with it and then hitting the buttons right to get it back on a schedule. But it's really a cool light. And so far, like I said, I don't have this thing near up all the way, and my GSP, which I've moved up a little bit, is opened up fully finally. And he's, well, it's night right now, it's getting ready to be night, so he's closed up a little bit, but he's been doing very, very good. My finger leather, even though he's starting to close up a little bit as well, he has been doing very, very well. I just turned him around. He was facing the other way. I just turned him around to see if he does any better going this way towards the light rather than towards the shadow. And then I just moved my fovea up, which I haven't really noticed any difference in that. I think the circles have opened up a little bit bigger in the daytime and they close up, but I'm not sure what that's supposed to look like when it's fully bloomed and in color. It's very not as bright as what it was when in the fish store. So I'm still trying to work with that one. I moved it from way down here up to way up there, so you can see the difference in where it was to where it is now. So we'll see what happens. But the light seems like it'll be fully capable of doing what I want it to do. But then I won't have that the controls part of it. I'll just have that basic remote control, which I'm sure will be just fine. I mean, the acclimation part is a nice feature, but you know, one thing you gotta do is just turn them down manually. Just a little bit more of a hassle. The Aqua Illuminations have probably one of the best control systems out there. You know, it's free, it's built in, it's got all kinds of stuff. Obviously, you can take power from a couple LEDs that you're not using and increase the LED power in the other ones. It's got, you know, it's just got a lot of features. But I don't know. I'm just so flipped on this. I don't know what to do. I need your help, y'all. I need your help. So tell me what you think. Tell me any opinions that you guys have on the Aqua Illuminations, Zetlights. I tell you, I know the Aqua Illuminations is a lot more known. You go on YouTube, you find all kinds of AI products, 26s, primes, prime HDs, videos, everywhere. And all these retailers have them. Zetlight? No. You find maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of them at Zetlight, and they're all overseas, and you can't, you know, they're Chinese. You can't understand what they're saying. At least I can. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody in the world is you know, speaks English, but there's just not as many of these Zetlights out there. I don't know if that's because they're not a very good brand and not a very good light. I've heard they're a really good light, you know, from what I read about and what people told me from BRS and things, but who's to say they're not just trying to sell me? So, I don't know. I'm up in the air. I can't afford a Ecotech. I really can't afford a Kessel, even though I don't think I'd buy the Kessel just because of the spread. I've thought about if I did go primes, maybe down the road, add a couple 24-inch T5 bulbs with the primes. I've heard the shimmer's not very good on the primes. So, I don't know. I'm stuck with it. I'm not going T5 all the way. I'm definitely staying with LED for now. I might add a you know, T5 bulb or 2 here in the future, since that one new company released that new individual single 24-inch T5 fixture. But I'm not going halide, so I'm definitely LED. But you know, everything else out there that I find is not in the higher end level. I mean, sure, there's a couple lights that are out there for 120, 130 bucks, but are those still? I mean, are those fully capable of doing anything I want to do in this tank? Which I don't think they are. I think the Zetlight's going to be pretty close to it. A couple primes maybe. So we're getting close to 15 minutes. I know this is a long one. I knew it was going to be a long one. I know y'all been waiting on it. Psychedelic Babe, I'm sorry it took me so long to get out here, but you were anxious to find out what the story was. Well, now you know. So here it is. It's about done. BRS has been very good with it. They're helping me out. They said once I'm ready, order the Prime HDs, and they'll ship them to me, and then they'll send me or email me the return shipping labels, and I can return this light, and they'll refund me the money. So that way I won't have a tank without a light for a few days. So they've been definitely, you know, understanding and all around great customer service, even though it was their fault for not describing it properly. So. All right, my time's up on this one. Down South Reefer is out.